everyone and welcome back to my channel. I was not going to start this video for a couple of days, but I want to start reading what we're going to be reading in this vlog, so I thought it might just be easier if we start the video now, because I've already read 10% of one of the books, I have to admit. So today's video is going to be real. Today's video is going to be reading romance books for 1 week. So this video doesn't work as well because it was meant to be reading romance books for a week in Wales, and that's still what I'm going to name the video, but we are going to be reading books outside of Wales for 2 days because we drive to Wales on Friday and it's currently Wednesday. But I have a very fun TBR. 3 of them are on Kindle. I only have 1 physical book that I'm taking with me to Wales, so it might be a little bit boring for you guys because it's all going to be on Kindle, but nonetheless we're reading some very popular and exciting romance books and 1 new release, which is very exciting. So I'm just going to get into the TBR and then we can talk about, you know, kind of our rough plans. So we'll start with the physical book, which is also the new release, and that is Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. If you didn't know, this book came out yesterday on the 11th of June, and I'm not sure if it's still half price, but I got it for half price, Amazon pre-order, which is always fun. So it was only $4.99, which is crazy. But this is another book in Ali Hazelwood's kind of STEM, interconnected but kind of not connected at all romance series. I believe this is the 4th book that follows, you know, kind of like a STEM nature, and I'm very excited. She did put a little like disclosure in the beginning that it's a little bit dark, it's a little bit more serious than some of her other books in terms of tones and themes, I think, which is very intriguing to me, and I'm so excited to get around to this one, and I will probably be physically picking this up as soon as we're in Wales, but I kind of wanted to leave until then. And then the rest of the books that we are reading are on my Kindle, so we're just going to go through them. We'll start with the one that is the reason I've started this video early, because I actually started this book today, properly today. I read the prologue yesterday, but I've started it today, and that is Powerless by Elsie Silver. You guys have seen me read the other 2 books on this channel, I believe. So this is the 3rd book in the Chestnut Springs series, and I'm so excited to be back in with all of these characters and everything. It's been over a month since I read the last one, I think. It's been a while, even if I don't know when I read the last one, but it feels like it's been ages, and it's just so fun to be back with these characters. And yeah, I read the prologue and I was like, oh, I shouldn't have done that because I cannot wait like 3-4 days to start this book. So I'm starting it now, and I just read for like a teeny tiny amount of time, and I'm already on chapter 5, which is 12% through, so I have a funny feeling that we will be finishing this in our like 1st or 2nd day in Wales, because I really just think I'm gonna fly through this, because I mean I've already started it, so by the time we get there I presume I'm gonna have read loads of it. But that is our 2nd book, and then we have 2 more options because I didn't want to do too many. There's a very small chance that I will only read 2 books in this vlog. I really am not a huge reader when I go away, but this is a different kind of vibe of a trip, so I thought there is a chance that, you know, some reading will take place. So the 2nd book, or sorry, the 3rd book that we will be reading, I'll put a picture of it here because it'll be too small on here, is King of Wrath by Anna Huang. I have never read an Anna Huang book, which is kind of crazy to think about because she has got so many popular series and everyone loves her, and I do heavily dabble in the romance genre, so it's kind of crazy that I've never picked anything of hers up, but I haven't. So we're going to be reading King of Wrath, which is book 1 in her Billionaires series. I don't really know the official name for it. I want to say Dreamland Billionaires, but I think that's the Terms and Conditions books. There's something in my eye. But yeah, that is the third book, and I am quite looking forward to that. I feel like it would just be like a silly and not very serious time. And then the fourth and final book, which I have heard nothing but good things about, so I'm exceptionally excited for this one. And of course, it's a little hockey romance, which I always love. And again, I'm going to put a picture of it here, but that is Behind the Net by Stephanie Archer. I've heard amazing things about this one, but then I've heard even better things about the sequel book of interconnectedness. So I just think I'm gonna have such a fun time with that one. I do think out of all of them, King of Wrath is probably the one I'll be least likely to make my way around to, because I do definitely want to read Behind the Net as well, because yeah, I've just heard such amazing things. So those are our 4 book options though. It is kind of crazy for a 7-day camping trip, but also, you know, when you're actually at the camp, there's like not a lot to do. So I feel like, you know, me and my Kindle will be spending a lot of time together. That's the TBR lineup, and obviously I've already started Powerless, so I will keep you guys updated with all of my thoughts and everything. And I hope you guys enjoy the beautiful backdrop of Wales when we do finally get there, because it is gorgeous and there's going to be a lot of beautiful clips. Everyone. Oh,
sorry about that.
That's alright. Good morning. We're about to set off for Wales. We're obviously going to make some stops on the way because it's about a 4-hour journey. But we're about to set off. I wanted to update you guys because obviously this is mainly going to be a reading vlog. And I was reading Powerless on the way to everywhere. Done a lot of travelling the last couple of days. But I was reading Powerless and it's so good. I think it might be as good as Heartless for me. I think it might be just as good. I'm now 58% of the way through, so I only have 2 hours and 13 minutes left of it. So I predict I'll actually maybe finish it today, because I have a feeling that once we've set up the tents, we're not gonna like go into town and stuff. We'll probably just chill once we've set up the tents for most of the day, at least for 2 hours. So I think I'll finish my book today, which is very exciting. I can't wait. I'm excited to get the tunes on. We made a special Wales playlist and we were listening to it on the way here, where we are now. I won't say, to protect Jasmine and Dylan. But yeah, we're setting off now.
Yeah, buddy.
Leon's driving.
Let's go.
He's very excited because he doesn't get to drive in London for obvious reasons. So yeah, we will see you guys along the way, I guess. It's 9 p.m. We'd like a 3-hour, thank you. 9 p.m. Where are you going?
Oh, I'm just walking around in our
In our massive tent.
head level tent, yeah.
We had like a 3-hour nap, which was quite fun, with our heated blanket. And now it's raining and it's really vibey in here, I have to admit. I only have an hour and 12 minutes left of Powerless, which is quite exciting. I definitely think I'll manage to get that done this evening. I'm going to make it my mission to get it done this evening, because I really want to start the new Ali Hazelwood, Not in Love. So I want to finish Powerless. The weather was so nice when we were coming in. It was meant to be thunderstorming the whole day, but as you would have seen from the previous clips, it looked like we were in Spain or something. I don't know what happened. But we're gonna have some dinner because it's late. And what football's on? Have the Euros started?
Yeah, it's not England. England are tomorrow, but
Oh, okay.
it'll be like, let me have that. Germany, Scotland's on right now. They're winning 3-0, so.
Scotland?
Yeah, Germany, Scotland.
No, I was making a joke that Scotland was 3 up.
Oh, no.
I knew they wouldn't be. Poor Scotland. Anyway, we're gonna have dinner. I'm gonna finish Powerless and I'll probably tell you guys all about it tomorrow. Yeah, because it'll get dark and you won't be able to see me. But this is our massive tent, guys. It has 2 rooms in it. I kind of loosely showed you from afar earlier. But this is like a main bit. It's a bit brighter on camera than it is in real life. And then there's like this other room. It's kind of hard to show you when I'm not moving. But I don't know if you can see this like wall divider. 2 rooms.
Got like a tuft of hair sticking out or something.
Oh, because you've been sleeping. But yeah, and I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. But I'm excited. And I'm very excited to finish Powerless. I'm not enjoying it as much. I feel like the male love interest changed a lot when, like, after they confessed their feelings for each other. I felt like he changed a lot, and all the pining and stuff that I loved is gone. So I'm just like adjusting to them, you know, having a different kind of relationship, but it's still very good. It'll probably still be 5 stars, to be honest, or like a 4.75, depending on how much of a car crash the third act conflict is. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow at some point. Hello everyone. It is day 2. I think my lipstick looks okay. First proper day. First full day. And I've already finished a book, which is amazing. I finished Powerless last night, and it was really good. I ended up giving it a 4.75 stars, even though he did like, I don't know, I felt like their whole, sorry guys, I felt like their whole dynamic changed a little bit once they actually like got together, but I still really enjoyed them as a couple, and it was not as bad as people were saying. I think it was kind of 50-50. Some people gave it like 3 stars, or some people gave it like 5 stars, and I was definitely at the higher end of the spectrum. I definitely really enjoyed it. It wasn't quite as good as Heartless, but it was still really good. Today I have bought, not in, do you want me to get out and do it? I don't know how to do it though.
Did you unlock the gate?
Okay, sure.
Alright, I got this. I'll film. Oh my god, that's close.
I know it is, isn't it? Is it zoomed in?
My hair's wet because it looked really bad when I woke up. So. I'm filming the sky. Wait. Should have the door open. Okay. Is this legal? I don't really know. Okay.
Hold on, I need to put my seatbelt on, guys. It wasn't that bad today. What was I saying? I bought Not in Love with Me by Ali Hazelwood, so we have that as an option if we want to start that today, but I also did bring my Kindle, so we may potentially start King of Wrath today as well. So those are our options. We're heading into the nearest town, which is Barmouth, and I think we're going to get some breakfast and some of the world's best donuts. When I say they are the best donuts in the world, I'm not exaggerating. They are literally the best donuts in the world. And Leon's dad really sporadically is doing a 10k this morning.
Probably decided to do
Literally
it
saw it driving through yesterday. He was like, I want to do that. Because he's a runner. It's not that bizarre. He does run. But yeah, those are our plans for the day. How is this only a 3-minute clip?
I'm not sure. I've been filming for ages. I was like...
I filmed when you like got in the car.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, those are the reading updates, those are the plans. I'm quite excited. I've read a lot of Not in Love and I'm not loving it, which is so disappointing. I'm 200 pages in, so I'm just over halfway, and it's just not. No. I love a lot of Ali Hazelwood's books. I've rated quite a few of them 5 stars and the rest of them probably about 4. But this one is looking like a 3.5. I'm just kind of reading it like, it's fine, but it's not very good. So I'm going to try and get through it as quickly as I can so that I can just start something better. Sounds so mean. But yeah, I think the characters are quite forgettable, the plot's quite forgettable. It's just a bit boring. I don't know. I'm definitely going to finish it. I'm not going to DNF it. It's not that bad, you know, but yeah, I just kind of want to get it done so I can start a different book and hopefully have a little bit more fun with it. But, so, because this is quite new, I haven't seen anyone talk about this book yet, but it's like, our main female, Rue, works for this company, and she's like best friends with the CEO of the company, and then these people come in and try and buy the company, and that's who this guy is. He works for the people, he's like a business partner of the people who are trying to buy the company. But I just don't feel any chemistry between them. I don't sense any sort of deep romantic feelings. It feels very lustful and not actually anything deeper than that, and I just, you know, it's just okay. Like, she's done better, and that's okay. You don't have to write a masterpiece every single time, but this one's just not killing it for me. But I'm gonna keep reading this now, hopefully get it done today, if not early on tomorrow. Oh my god, the rain is so loud. Okay, I'm gonna try and end this. Yeah, I'm gonna try and keep finishing reading this. Probably take me about 2.5 hours, so hopefully I can get it done tonight, but if not, tomorrow, and then we can start hopefully something a little bit better than this. are back for another car update. I finished Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood last night, and I am not in love with it. That was the worst joke I think I've ever told. It was okay. I think I settled on a 3.5 stars, so it definitely, like, it wasn't bad, guys. Just compared to all of her other books, it wasn't as good. Like, if it was maybe written by a different author that I'd never read before, I might have enjoyed it more. But because I had such high expectations, because I loved all of her other books, I just didn't quite enjoy it as much. But that's okay. It was still 3.5 stars. It wasn't bad by any means. It was just a little bit underwhelming. I think I had too high expectations. But we are off out again, obviously, because we are in the car. We are going to Port something. I don't really know. It's about an hour away from the campsite. So we're heading there, and today...
Guys.
Oh, boy. Boy. That was, oh. Bit zoomed in. Yeah, we're going to Port Thingy today. Don't really know where specifically it is, or what specifically it's called, but I'm sure I'll put it on the screen when we're there. I'm gonna start King of Wrath today.
It's alright, I'm literally ruining your video.
It's okay.
It's okay, so you're not denying it?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna start King of Wrath today. But I have a feeling that I'm gonna need to pick some new books for this vlog, because we've read half of them, and it's only day 2 of 7. So I think I might need to pick a couple new books, but that's fine, I've got loads on my Kindle. But yeah, we're gonna start King of Wrath. I don't have too high expectations for this one. I've heard kind of like mixed reviews about the whole series. So, no high reviews, just expecting a fun time. Yeah. I will show you around. Where are we going, Neil? On Port
Madog. It's called Port Maddock, but...
Port Maddock.
It's spelled Port Maddock. Or Madog.
I see. Anyway, that's where we're headed today, and we will see you guys there. Back again with the car update. Better angle this time though. I found a way to prop up the camera. I did manage to finish King of Wrath yesterday. Look at me go. I'm reading a lot, but it was really good. It was really fun. the billionaire romances, they are quite fun because they just have unlimited money, so they can do crazy things, and it's really fun. I gave it, I'm toying between like a 4 or 4.5. I gave it a 4 on Goodreads, but I'm not too sure like specifically if it's a 4 or 4.5, but I will definitely be downloading the next book in the series when we are back in London. But today I'm going to be starting Behind the Net, which is a hockey romance that I have heard very, very, very good things about, which is exciting, and I've heard even better things about the second book, so I'm very excited to get into this. Also, we went to... What does that sound? That sounded so weird. Also, we went into a charity shop here in Barmouth, and I found The Cloisters by Katie Hayes for £1. The spine's a bit cracked, but I would have done that anyway when I read it, so I don't really care. And this sounds really cool. It's about this woman who works at the Met. You can go if you want. Do you think it will fall? I don't think it will fall.
No, not.
You can go.
We'll see.
It's about this woman who works at like the Met in New York, but she's working specifically in their Gothic museum and garden. I don't really know, but it's about like tarot cards and divination and all those different things, which is really, really fun. So I picked that up, literally £1, can't go wrong. But that's that. But yeah, that's my plan. Gonna read Behind the Net, and then that's it. We're going to Harlech now to go and see the like castle ruins that are there, which is really cool. And then we're gonna go to the beach, and I'm gonna read on the beach again. So I will get started with Behind the Net then. Look at the view. It's so pretty. Little beach view. It's very cloudy today, but it's still nice. Leon is driving. Yeah, we will see you guys at the castle. I will film the castle if I can.
Oh, she's coming back.
There she is. Good morning, everyone. It's now Tuesday, and we're back for another car update. I started Behind the Net last night, and I got up to, I don't know what page it is. I could check, but I'm not going to. But it's 33% of the way through the book. So I did not power my way through a whole other book yesterday, which I'm kind of happy about because I've been going through them very quickly. And I don't know, we just did a lot more stuff yesterday, so I didn't have as much time. Hello, Leon. But so far I'm really enjoying it. I have to admit though, reading all of these romance books back to back, I feel like every relationship has the same formula of like the grumpy guy and like the happy sunshine girl. But I'm still really enjoying it. It's been very fun, and I'm excited to read more of it today. I don't know if I'm going to finish it today or not. I'm not too sure how much time I'll have to read, but I'm definitely going to read more of it today. I'm excited. I do like the dynamic of like them both having a crush on each other from high school, but neither of them knowing that the other likes them. It's quite fun. But we're gonna go get breakfast now. We're gonna get pancakes. I'm very excited. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
I'm so excited. I also did something different with my makeup today. I did brown eyeshadow as eyeliner instead of like normal black eyeliner. But yeah, I'm gonna keep this short because I've been filming so many other little clips that I feel like this vlog is gonna get really long. Because I've been vlogging a lot more than I thought I was going to. But I will show you my breakfast. We're gonna go on a nice walk today. I will show you that, and I will obviously, as always, keep you updated with my reading. I finished Behind the Net last night, and I think it's my favourite.
Why is the back window open again? Also, what was that noise?
I think it was a rock like pinging up and hitting something underneath.
I just heard.
I know.
Oh, you're filming?
Yeah.
Hello.
I was just telling them that I finished Behind the Net last night, and I think it was my favourite of our reading thus far, because we have read 4 books, which is kind of crazy.
It's kind of crazy.
But it was really good, it was really fun. There wasn't a third act breakup, which I couldn't tell you the last time I read a romance book and they didn't break up near the end and then get back together. Because you guys know how much I hate third act breakups, and this didn't have one. So I did give it 5 stars, which is kind of crazy. And I'm very excited to read. Ooh, it's a bit loud.
It's like a telling.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm very excited to get to the second one, but I need a little bit of a palette cleanser. We're still gonna stick with the romance in a way, more as a subgenre, and we're gonna read a little romantasy. And I did buy Powerful, which is the Powerless novella. It's fine, I don't think it's slipping. Which is the Powerless novella, and obviously this is fantasy, but it's more like romance fantasy, like both genres kind of are equal in these books. So we're gonna read this as a little palette cleanser of a little bit of fantasy, just because I feel like I have just read the same book like in 4 different ways, you know? Like I feel like all of the last 4 romance books that we've read in this vlog are kind of all the exact same, like a little bit, so I need something slightly different, which I think is gonna be this. And it's really short, it's like 250-ish pages, but the font, like the text, is massive, so I think I'll be able to read this in a couple hours. For God's sake. I'll be able to read this in a couple hours, but okay. I'm gonna go now, but that's my little reading update. We're off to see, we're off to see some llamas slash alpacas, slash we don't really know, but they're really cute. finished Powerful. It was really sad. Leon, it was really sad.
Some would say it was powerful.
What a funny guy. It was really good though. I think I enjoyed it more than Powerless. I think I can tell how her writing has matured and stuff since writing Powerless. Because she did say when she wrote Powerless, she was young and she was just writing for herself, so she threw in like all of the tropes that she likes, and you can definitely see that in her writing in the first book, but this one felt more like a proper, more well fleshed out story. And you know, if you know how Powerless ends, then you know what this book is about. And it was, yeah, quite heart-wrenching to read. And I definitely, like, when I read what happened in Powerless, I was like, okay, this kind of sucks, but I don't really care because we didn't really get to know the character that well. But in this book, you get to know the character very well, and it makes the situation a lot more emotional. So I'm glad that we got this perspective of this character, and I feel really bad for, oh god, what's his name? Bro, what's his name? Makoto. I really liked Makoto though, and I hope we get to see more of him in Reckless. And I'm hoping that we get kind of like an interaction between him and Payden as well, for them to, like, I don't know, talk about everything and understand each other and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find a book on my Kindle now to read for the remaining day and a half. But yeah, that's Powerful. I'm thinking 4 stars for Powerful. Okay, everyone, we are back home now in London, but I want to wrap up the vlog because we read 6 books, or we finished 6 books in Wales, and you don't even know about one of them because I forgot to tell you about it because I read it on like the last day and I just decided to like not vlog that day, so I didn't even tell you guys about it. So I have the physical books in front of me, I have my Kindle in front of me, and I have my journal so that I don't mess up the order or the ratings or anything. So let's just go through everything that we read in this video. So the first book that we finished was Powerless by Elsie Silver. I gave this one 4.75 stars. I really, really loved it at the beginning. I think it had a really strong start and very strong characterization. But then when, you know, about like the halfway to 60% mark, when the characters actually like properly get together, I felt like their dynamic really shifted and it turned quite lustful instead of the, you know, the deep yearning and like romantic feelings that we had before they actually got together. So that kind of bumped it down for me because I felt like they just had changed a little bit. Not like drastically, I still felt that they very much loved each other and liked each other a lot, but it just felt like slightly different. But I did really, really enjoy it, and yeah, it was just really fun, and I do really like, what's her name? Salome. I really liked Salome. And then we read biggest disappointment of the video, Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. This was not bad by any means. I maybe made it come across as sounding bad when I was updating you while I was in Wales. It wasn't awful. I gave it 3.5 stars. That's a very solid rating in my opinion. Like a 4-star has to be like really, really good. And then obviously 5 stars like the best of the best. So this was a 3.5. It was definitely good. I think if I like maybe read it again, I would probably enjoy it more. I just think I went in with it, you know, being a new release, and I had such high expectations because basically all of her other books I've given 4.75 to 5-star ratings, so I just thought that this would be the same, but that doesn't mean it's not a good book, you know. Like, I still quite enjoyed the romance and the subplot of the sciencey stuff. I didn't love Rue. like, I don't know, she wasn't my favourite Ali Hazelwood main female character, but again, she wasn't awful. It just all felt nice. It all just felt a bit lackluster to me, and it was just, you know, like I feel like everything was good, but it could have been great. You know, that's kind of how I'm feeling with this one. And then we read King of Wrath by Anna Huang, which was my first ever Anna Huang book that I have read, and I definitely was pleasantly surprised, and I definitely am eager to continue on with the series. This has actually reminded me that I need to download it on my Kindle. King of Wrath is a arranged engagement trope? Is that what it's called? I don't know. They're basically rich and they're in like an arranged marriage and they're engaged throughout the book. But it turns out that like Dante, who is the main guy, he like said yes to this engagement for quite like a serious reason. Like there's a reason behind it. So you're kind of seeing him deal with that side of the engagement, but also he's like, wait a second, I kind of like this girl. Like, she's kind of cool, kind of falling in love with her sort of vibe, you know? So it's kind of fun to see that, and I really liked Vivian in it as well. She was fun. I really liked seeing her character growth throughout the whole book. It was very solid to me and I really enjoyed it, and that one I gave 4 stars. And then we read Behind the Net, and this is of course a hockey romance. I feel like hockey romances are just so popular at the moment and I am falling into their trap. I love a hockey romance, and I just loved the kind of like, they knew each other from high school but they didn't think that the other one recognized them from high school, and they both had crushes on each other in high school, and it was kind of just them slowly working out that like the other person does in fact recognize them and that they did have feelings for one another. I really liked that. It was Grumpy Sunshine, so it kind of felt like, you know, same thing, different day a little bit, but I like the Grumpy Sunshine dynamic, so it didn't bother me too much. I really liked how the main guy, Jamie, was just kind of like an advocate for Pippa the whole time and was just really encouraging her to do anything and everything that made her happy, and I really enjoyed that. And I did give Behind the Net 5 stars. I did really enjoy it, and I'm very excited to read the next one, which I know who it's about because you see the characters in Behind the Net, so I am excited for that one. And then we read Powerful, which is surprising because, so the first 4 we talked about were on the TBR that I went through with you in the beginning of the video, but this one and the next one were not. And I enjoyed this so much more than Powerless. I don't know how extensively I spoke about it because I don't like to talk negatively about books because, you know, someone loves it and a lot of people love Powerless, and I definitely enjoyed it, but I just didn't love it. The first half was so slow, I actually soft DNF'd it, and then when I got back round to it, the second half felt a little bit stronger to me, but the writing just seemed very tropey and quite young, which I think it was. I think she wrote it when she was quite young, and that's completely fine. But in this, I could really see that her writing had started to develop and grow into something a little bit stronger, and, you know, this was a lot less, there's definitely tropes, don't get me wrong, there's tropes in every book, but this felt a lot less like she was throwing in tropes for the sake of it, and I just really enjoyed it. I loved Adina and Makoto's, is his name? Makoto, I think was his name. Yeah, Makoto. I just loved their dynamic and everything in this book, and it's made me a lot more excited for the next official book in the series, Reckless. I have stronger like hopes for it because her writing was a lot stronger in this one. And then finally, which I didn't talk to you guys about, and I don't know why, because it was my favourite, honestly it could be my favourite book of the year, like it was just so solid. It's definitely my favourite romance of the year. That was Reckless by Elsie Silver, so I decided to carry on with the series, and this is Theo Silver's book and Winter. I gave this book 6 stars, guys. This was phenomenal. I loved the plot. If you don't like certain tropes and you feel very strongly about them, I would recommend looking up the main trope in this book because so many people hate it. And that's fair enough. But it's like one of the most hated tropes, I would say, in romance books. I personally quite enjoy it. but just look it up if you're like, you know that there's some tropes that you don't like. But I thought it was done so well. I loved seeing, well, to talk about the book, I kind of have to say it. There's like an accidental pregnancy trope, but I just loved watching Theo's reaction and like finding out and taking on this role so quickly and easily and enthusiastically, and how he was just always there for Winter and reassuring her, and like, yeah. And then I love seeing Winter's character development, because obviously we see Winter throughout all the other books and she gets kind of like a negative rap, so seeing her just really come into her own in this book was so amazing, and it's so good, and I'm definitely going to reread it again at some point because it was just phenomenal. But yes, that was a very long thing, but I just wanted to give you a little overview of all the books because I didn't feel like I spoke that much on them throughout the video. But yeah, those were the 6 books that we read in Wales, which is so insane, and I had so much fun, and they were such solid reads, most of them. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was fun. I hope the backdrop of Wales was really pretty and calming, because it definitely was for me. And please like, comment, subscribe, all of those things, and I will see you in my next